Good morning to everyone. Welcome to online classes. This is CH John Paul, lecturer English of Sri Venkateswara College of Arts and Science, Amalapuram, affiliated to Adhikavinana University, Rajamahendravaram. Now, I introduce to fourth semester syllabus. Once look at here, Unit 1, Soft Skills. In this unit discussing underly five topics are there. Most important one is positive attitude, another one is body language, and next SWOT or SWOT analysis, the next one emotional intelligence, the last one net equity. These five units are underly discussing soft skills. And unit 2 paragraph writing, underly discussing two lessons. One is paragraph structure, another one is development of ideas. The unit 3 paraphrasing and summarizing, elements of effective paraphrasing, techniques of paraphrasing, what makes a good summary, stages of summarizing. And fourth unit letter writing, formal and informal. The next one is the e-correspondence. And last unit fifth, resume and CV, resume and curriculum vitae. The second one is cover letters. This is the syllabus of second year in fourth semester. Now we are discussing one by one, lesson wise. Now the first unit is soft skills. Soft skills. In the first lesson, positive attitude. Once here look at, it is very good thing in the purpose of interview skills or any mannerism. So first of all, positive attitude, it means what is the attitude? What is the attitude? This is very important. Attitude means, attitude is how one behaves towards somebody or or something, towards somebody or something. It is one's personal view, opinion, or judgment. It also describes one's general emotional approach towards a person or a situation. Simply said, that the attitude means your behavior. Your behavior. I think here one most important line is there. People have many opinions. People have many opinions, but the deciding factor is one's attitude. The deciding factor is one's attitude. So in our life, the main role play our attitude. So discover the importance of attitude through this activity. One activity is there, observe here, and capital letters are there. Capital letters are there, A, B, C, D, like this. And is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 26, up to 26. The value obtained after totaling the numbers against the words amounts their deciding factor in success. I think many of the people think like the hard work is the give 100% success, Knowledge gives 100% success, like this: love and lucky, money, leadership or attitude, like this. But in our life, 100% success gives only our attitude. Once here observe is there. For example, uh, hard work, which means number is 8 plus A1 plus R 18 plus D 4 and W 23 plus O 15 plus uh, K, sorry, O, O 15 SS, R 18, K 11. In total, 8 plus 1 plus 18 plus 4 plus 23 plus 15 plus 18 plus 11 is equal to 90 80%. 98%. Not gives the 100%. Not gives the 100%. So, and take another one, knowledge. So, same calculate, and 50 96%. And the next word is love, 54%. Luck, 47%. And money, 72%. The next one, leadership, 97%. But attitude is equal number to 100%. That is the importance of the attitude. So attitude decides altitude. Attitude decides altitude. Attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. People have different opinions about what leads one to success. The most important factor unabundantly is attitude. Attitude is the very important. And here observe the puzzler game. How do you feel when you face a problem? How do you feel when you face a problem? Have you ever faced a problem that you thought impossible to solve? Impossible to solve. You have noticed that winners have always faced problems badly. Can you recollect someone's victory that was the clear outcome of that person's positive attitude? Identify here. Try to remember the stories. Successful people who reached great heights because they were never frightened by difficulties. Now I explain one story. Now David and Goliath from the Old Testament and pick up lessons from David. One story is I explain now. This is very interesting story because of David, man of positive attitude. David is man of positive attitude. David, a man of positive attitude, is an extract from the Old Testament. It describes the victory of David over Goliath. Who is Goliath? Who is David? The features of Goliath and David. Now I discuss it. The Philippians gathered their force for a war and assembled at Show and pitched came between Shok and Ezekiel valleys. The king Saul and the Israelites assembled and camped in the valley of Elah and drew up their battle line to meet the Philistines. The champion named Goliath, who was from Gath, came out of the Philistine camp. His height was about 9 feet 9 inches. 9 feet 9 inches. Or about 3 meters. It means in a battle between Philistines and Israel, this giant bodied Goliath went on defying Israel's. The army of Israel was frightened and dismayed. David was a young shepherd boy. One day he came to the battlefield on his father's directions to give food and greet his elder brothers who were in the Israel army. David heard Goliath's insulting words addressing to the Israel soldiers. He felt humiliated. He asked one soldier there why they were not killing Goliath and tolerating the disgrace to Israel. He expressed his readiness readiness to kill Goliath. David's elder brother was angry with David and scolded him for coming over there. But David silently went to another soldier and asked some questions. David David's words were reported to the king, who called David to him. David said he would kill Goliath. Wow. The king consciously asked about his lack of experience and the revival age, etc. But David confidently about politely said that he killed lions and wild boars to save their sheep. The king then happily and encouragingly offered his tunic and sword to David. David said he was not used to such things. He went ahead with his staff and sling. He ran towards Goliath. He just didn't care Goliath's fighting words. He said confidence was his sole weapon. He then took out a stone from his bag, put it in his sling, aimed at Goliath and threw the stone. Its train went to the forehead of Goliath. It sunk into his hand. He at once fell dead. David went there, climbed into Goliath's body and cut his head and declared his complete victory. The Philistines were terrified and ran away. Israel was triumphant and jubilant. David and his positive attitude were celebrated. And here I explained a good story. Some Telugu medium students can't understand, I think. I say in Telugu, David అండ్ గోలియాత్ బోత్ ఆర్ వీరిద్దరూ ఓల్డ్ టెస్ట్మెంట్లో ఒక స్టోరీ తీసుకోవడం జరిగింది. ఇందులో డేవిడ్ గొలియాద్ని ఓడించిన ప్రాసెస్, యాక్చువల్గా గొలియాద్ ఫిలిప్షియన్ జాతీయుడు. ఇతను ఇంచుమించుగా 9 అంగుళాలు పెద్ద వ్యక్తి, హైటు వెయిట్. ఇజ్రాయెల్కి ఫిలిప్పీన్ జరుగుతున్న యుద్ధంలో ఈ హైట్ పాసం చూసి ఎవరు కూడా సోల్జర్స్ ముందుకు రావడం లేదు అతను ఓడించడానికి. ఒక లోయలో స్టాండ్ అయ్యి అరుస్తున్నాడు నియర్లీ 3 days నుండి. ఎవరైనా మీకు దమ్ము ధైర్యం ఉంటే రండి అని. ఎవరు వెళ్ళడం లేదు. సైనికులంతా భయపడిపోయారు. డేవిడ్ యంగ్ షఫర్డ్ బాయ్, గొర్రెలు కాచుకునేవాడు. ఇట్ ఏ స్మాల్ కిడ్ నియర్లీ 3 feet, ఒక 3 నుంచి 4 అడుగులు ఉండే ఒక చిన్న కుర్రోడు. వన్ డే ఫాదర్ సెడ్ టు డేవిడ్, వన్స్ గో విజిట్ టు యువర్ బ్రదర్స్, గివ్ ఫుడ్ లైక్ దిస్. చెప్పారు, ఇంటికి కొంచెం వెళ్ళి మీ అన్నల దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి భోజన పదార్థాలు అవి ఇచ్చిరండి అని చెప్పడంతో వెళ్ళాడు. అక్కడ ఉన్న సిచ్యువేషన్ చూసి గొలియాదు మాట్లాడే ఇన్సల్టింగ్ వర్డ్స్ ఆయన నచ్చక, ఈ ఫీల్ ఈ ఇన్సల్ట్ ఇన్ హిజ్ మైండ్ అండ్ ఇమీడియట్లీ ఐ రెడీ టు కిల్ గొలియాద్, నేను గొలియాద్ని చంపేస్తాను అనేటప్పటికీ ఈ వర్డ్ మొత్తం మీద నోటి రాజుగారి దగ్గరికి చేరింది. ఆన్ దట్ టైం వాళ్ళ బ్రదర్స్ ఆయన్ని తిట్టారు, ఎందుకు వచ్చారు ఏంటి అని. అక్కడి నుంచి గొలియాద్ని చంపేస్తానన్నది రాజుగారు ఆ వర్డ్ కోసం వెయిటింగ్ చేస్తున్నారు ఎవరంటారు. ఈ అబ్జర్వ్ చేశాడు ఆ డేవిడ్లో ఉన్న సెల్ఫ్ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ అండ్ ఫాస్ట్ విక్టరీస్. దీస్ ఆల్ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ రిమెంబర్డ్ అండ్ వెపన్స్ అన్ని ఇచ్చారు. ఐ డోంట్ యూజ్ దిస్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ వెపన్, ఇవన్నీ నాకు అలవాట్లేదు, నాకు ఒక స్టిక్కు, ఒక వడిసేల సిల్క్, ఒక వడిసేల చాలని వెళ్ళాడు. ఒక రాడ్ తీసుకొట్టడం జరిగింది. గొలియాదును అవసరం తల్లి కింద పడడం, ఆయన తల నరకడం, అక్కడి నుంచి ఆయన వచ్చేయడం జరిగింది, గెలడం జరిగింది యుద్ధం. అంటే ఇంగ్లీష్లో మీకు క్లారిటీగా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాను, తెలుగులో కొంచెం మీకు అర్థమవుతుందని ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ చేశాను. దట్స్ ఇట్. ఓకే, నౌ యు ఆర్ కంపేర్ టు ది స్టోరీ అప్లయింగ్ అవర్స్. ఇట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. Here are some qualities are identified. Usually applying this story, we limit the story of David and Goliath to size of the two men. Here size of the two men. Goliath was huge and strong. Goliath was huge and strong. David was small and comparatively very weak. In this only a story about size difference? No. Let us derive some principles of positive thinking from this story. Why I have explained this story? Now we are observed in this story positive thinking. So the first quality in David or you and me, anyone, think positive thinking looks at self first. What is it? Positive thinking looks at self first. If you know the truth about yourself, nobody will fool you. This is remember in your life. If you know the truth about yourself, nobody will fool you. First, identifying yourself. What you are, what you have, what do you have? Think that. The Israel soldiers were looking at Goliath, not at their strength. That is the foolishness. The Israel soldiers, the good soldiers and best winners in many situations. But the Israel soldiers were looking at Goliath only, not at their strength. While others only saw the giant Only saw the gate. Oh, whose person? 9 feet, 9 feet, 9 feet, like this. A who's and strong, a who's and strong, like this thinking. But David kept his attention on the talent he had. Wow, this is the looks at self first. David kept his attention completely on the talent he had, on the talent he had. So that's why David forward to friend. So we are applying this point. Positive thinking looks at a self first. The second one is positive thinking overcomes hurdles. It means one of a series of barriers to be jumped over in a race. That is the hurdles. When you start informing what is in your heart, you might face options, even from family members. David would have argued with his oldest brother. He had visited he had visited the place on his father's order. But even if David had succeeded the argument, he would have missed his chance to defeat enemy. Observe here one thing is David faced in many insulting in this place, because one side the older brother scolded and argued with him. He had visited the place only on his father's order. But even if David had succeeded the argument, he would have missed his chance to defeat enemy. He never misused, never lost his opportunity. Don't move the back when you have faced troubles. So here are learn impossible things. Think positively to possible. Impossible things. Think positive activity through possible. So the third one. Positive thinking celebrates fast victories. This is also very, very important. David began to recollect. David began to recollect. The victories were fast, shared with King Saul, like this. If David was not faithful with the few sheep given him to keep on the backside of the desert, he would have never been able to stand up to Goliath. He shared all victories, fast victories. The God helps to him in many times, in many trouble, incredible situations. And these all things recalled and shared with King Saul. So don't forget the fast victories. Don't look at yourself. Don't forget the think about yourself. And the fourth one is positive thinking is contagious. It means self confidence. David's positive attitude and self confidence convinced King Saul to permit him to go for fight. That is the very very important. He is not a soldier. He is not a training person. He is not how to do the battle, but he convinced King Saul to permit him to go to for fight. People may disgrace you in the beginning, number of the person, even though own brothers are criticized, scolded, insulting. The surrounding people are disgracing. Don't stop on that place. The David not look at that type of words and not listen. If you persist, then they will support you. And how to fight the battle? That is what Saul did. Finally, the Saul asked you, "Hello, Mister, how, how did you do the battle? How to fight them battle?" Like this asking. Then immediately shared all these first victories. And the fifth one is fear is enemy to positive thinking. Fear is enemy to positive thinking. Fear is enemy. So Goliath mocked David because he was only a youth. Ruddy and handsome is in appearance. David had to bear to the mark of his enemy Goliath. David's response was fearless. If you really believe in your strength, you won't run from a fight. You will run to it. You will run to it. You will run to it. If you really believe in your strength, you won't run from a fight. You will run to it. And the next one. Positive thinking is a continuous process, is not a stopping process. This applying these qualities to in our life. Positive thinking is a continuous process. You have got to pursue your enemies until they cannot come back. If you read the whole story, you can observe that David chased his enemies until they were destroyed. Until they were destroyed. They would never come back to fight him. They would never come back to fight him. And the next one is positive thinking is result of empathy. Result of empathy. When David arrives, he heard the taunts of Goliath. He was right. Positive thinking is a result of empathy. When David arrives, he heard the taunt of Goliath. He was outraged and felt that was insult to his people. David was not a warrior, and he know it. Still, he proceeds because he felt the need of war. The next one is you may gather strength from background, but not all. You may gather strength from background, but not all. So David background is included playing and singing songs. Under starry skies, writing poetry and herding sheep. But he became a fearless and a violent warrior. David's faith became an action learned from his family and friends early in his life. This is the strong from background, but not all. He is a weak background, but he look at himself, looks at self, and the next important point is positive thinking generates simple and creative solutions. David is neither a pers- pessimist nor an optimist, but he was a realist. He looked his only staff, five smooth stones from brook, and marched towards the gate. He had his confidence in his talent of using his sling. And another quality, positive thinking opens the door of success and recognition. Very, very important. Positive thinking opens the door of success and recognition. Saul and the army Israel were shocked to, to see the impossible. They wonder how an unknown shepherd boy had defeated the giant, and later he was offered kingship. This is the recognition. The last one is positive thinking lets you stand special in negative world. Wow. Positive thinking lets you stand special in negative world. Good and bad things happen to all people in all positions and walks of life. This is 100% truth. However, importantly, a positive attitude allows you to see things which others do not see, and allows you to uh, pursue where others stop trying. These are applying the qualities. Once remember these all things. First one, positive thinking looks at self first. Second, positive thinking overcome hardness. Third, positive thinking celebrates fast victories. Fourth, positive thinking is courteous. It means self confidence. Fifth one, fear is enemy to positive thinking. Sixth one, positive thinking is a continuous process. Seventh one, positive thinking is a result of empathy. Eighth one, you may gather strength from background but not all. Ninth one, positive thinking generates simple and creative solutions. Tenth one, positive thinking opens the doors of success and recognition. Last one, positive thinking lets you stand special in negative world. So this is the attitude of positive. In learn from David and Goliath. I think ask some questions to you now. How did the Israelites get into trouble? The Israelites had to meet Philippians on a battleground. Goliath was a 9 foot 9-inch bodies against Philippian. He used to come out of his camp frequently. He would often address Israelis from distance. He would challenge them to fight with him. Look at the 3 meters huge body of Cain. Israel soldiers were terrified and dismayed. The king was also worried. The fear of Goliath, the giant body, and the absence of confidence in their strength led Israelis into troubles. Who was Goliath? Who was in his personality? What is a challenge to Israel? I said to you already. And what is courage? Do you find courage in David? How? Yes, courage is bravely in David takes birth in confidence. He grows up to a positive attitude. It results from looking at one's own strength. It generates from a comparative outlook. It also takes root in one's past victories. Yes, we find abundant courage in David. It was evident when he fought with lions and wild boars. It was visible when he spoke to the older soldiers. It was clear when he talked to the king. It was strikingly conspicuous when he faced Goliath. David was courageous because he had all the traits that produced the courage. Now, there are both positive and negative characteristics in this story. Identify them and say why they are so. I introduce 4 characters here in this story mainly, and positive and negative shade and reasons. Okay, the characters in this story: David's father, the king of Israel. It means Saul. The fourth one is David's brothers and soldiers. 4 characters are there, and their characters display the positive or negative and reason. David character is completely, the attitude is completely positive thinking. Completely positive thinking. Reason. He was a bold, confident, able, ready to take up challenges, willing to work for a good cause. This is the reasons. That's why David is a positive attitude person or man of David, man of positive attitude. And the second one, David's father. David's father. He is also positive thinker and positive attitude person. Why you said? I explain the reason. Old at patriotic, ready to sacrifice for the nation, eager to give, ability to help, faith in son's capacity. David's father sent to 1 or 3 persons in army, work for the nation. He is a bold person. He sacrificed, he ready to sacrifice for the nation. He eager to give, ability to help. Faith in son's capacity. This is the second character. The 2 characters are positive. And then another. The king of Israel name is Saul. Saul. His attitude also positive because of careful, cautious, ready to listen to, eager to encourage, appreciate others' abilities, etc. He accepted to all. That's why he is also a positive man. And the last one is David's brothers and soldiers. their attitude completely negative because they're, they are timid persons, angry persons, try to avoid problems, prefer to escape rather than face. This is a main drawbacks is they're always thinking negative, negative, negative. So here are you have learned very interesting story and useful thinking because of applying ourselves. It is very very important in our life, in our life. Thinking about positive thinking. The story of David does not just deal with the victory of a small man or a gained personality, but the highlights the importance of attitude that decides one's altitude. In the story, David was confident, Goliath was arrogant. In the story, David stood for good, Goliath of bad. In the story, David was for empathy, Goliath for terror. And in this story, David had power of mind and soul. Goliath had power of body. In the story, David overcome problems. Goliath creates problems. Thus, David was positive and Goliath was negative. Hence, the story is a symbol of victory of positive attitude. Clear? This is the very interesting and important applying story. And thank you. Next video continues to what is positive thinking and characteristics of positive thinking, the formation of positive thinking, importance of positive thinking, advantages of positive thinking, how to develop the these all things are discussed in next videos. Thank you. Utilize this class.